Man, I don't know why I keep blowing sales. Dude, I watched you talk yourself out of 20 sales in a row. Dude, they were all willing to buy until you told them not to. And this could be the last sales training anybody out there ever needs. If you don't understand this equation I'm about to give you, then that's what you need to work on in sales. It takes 2 sets of skills to get a closed sale. So the first set of skills is empathy and confidence. Empathy comes from listening to your prospect. So many salespeople think that the gift of gab is what gets you a sale. It's not the gift of gab. It's the gift of using the 2 ears the good Lord gave you. 1 mouth, 2 ears. There's a reason for that. You should listen twice as much as you speak. I have a saying that we coined for years now, over a decade. I say, on a sales call, he who speaks the least earns the most. If you've let your prospect out-talk you, good for you, because now they've dumped on you everything that they need you to know in order for them to feel like you have the information, in order for you to make the decision on their behalf, because that's what we do as salespeople. We're making a decision on their behalf. Tim, you and I might be going through a sales call, and in 5 seconds into this thing, you say something, and I'm like, boom, he needs marketing help. I have the ability to interrupt you and start pressuring you to sell you on your marketing help right there in that moment. But a smart salesperson lets you talk for the next 30 seconds, 30 minutes, however long it takes for you to feel like I understand your situation. Because when a person's talking to you, especially a prospect, when they're dumping words on you, they're not wanting you to interrupt them. First of all, nobody listens to anybody these days, so you're a blessing in itself just listening to people. Second of all, they're trying to arm you with all the facts so that you can give them your take on it and your suggestion on what product to buy. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're selling cars, mortgages, real estate, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're selling, this is how it works, right? So empathy comes from listening, but they have to know that you're listening. They have to know that you were there, okay, whether it's in person, in the phone, on Zoom. The second part of that set of skills you have to have is confidence. First of all, you got to believe in yourself. Once you've established that empathy with the prospect, they're expecting you to make that decision on their behalf. They're saying, well, Stewman's the guy with all the information. You tell me what I should buy. That's what they're basically saying. I've given you all this information. Now you tell me what I should buy, which means you're making the decision for them. There's 2 different ways of presenting this stuff. It's like, well, Tim, I think that you might be a good fit for our Apex Entrepreneur program, and it helps guys like you really take off to the next level with your hiring and training so you can scale your business. Or, dude, I'm telling you, Tim, get involved with us over at Apex Entourage. You're going to be just like the last 150 people in the last 12 months that have gone through this program, that have gone on to make high 6, low 7, some of them even low 8 figures in revenue per year in the same industry that you're in, investing in real estate. I'm telling you, I have not let anybody down. I don't have a 1-star on the internet in 13 years. Sign up with us. Let's make this shit happen together. I have the confidence to be able to say that because I have seen this happen a million times. I know my product works. I know how the things that we've put in place in the systems and the results that they've gotten for other people. So that's where confidence comes from. Empathy, listening, confidence from product knowledge, and certainty that your prospect's making the right decision. If you can't confidently tell somebody to give you money for what it is that you sell, go sell something else. You don't believe in it, you shouldn't be selling it. I worked for Ford and Lincoln. I drove a Lincoln. I fucking hate Lincolns, bro, but I sold them, so I had to drive one. Because how could I be driving around in a Chevy or a Dodge or whatever the case may be if I'm selling Lincolns? It's like, oh yeah, I want you to buy it, but I wouldn't buy one. Like, how am I going to be able to sell that? So as much as I really don't like Lincolns, man, I forced myself to like them, and I forced myself to go all the way in with them, because if that's what I was going to sell, that's what I better be moving to. I say I hate Lincolns now. Back then I loved them, obviously. Once you get the first half of the equation, the second half takes place, right? And that's where you got persuasion and influence. If I've gained empathy, now I can make a decision for you. I've got confidence in my product, now I'm going to suggest it for you. That's where I use my persuasive skills to not go, listen, Tim, give me your money. That's not how it works. It's like, hey, Tim, sign up with us. We'll take you through the same process. We've taken another 150 entrepreneurs over the last 12 months, so on and so forth, just like I said before. Right now, I'm using my persuasion to show you that other people just like you've got results in advance and have worked down the same path, and it's worked out beyond their wildest dreams. Then I've gained influence. So now I've persuaded you, I've gained influence, I've showed you my wisdom, then I can close the sale. That's the equation. E plus C in parentheses plus P plus I in parentheses equals a closed sale. That's all the sales training anybody needs to do. So now you need to look at that and go, do I need to get better at listening? Do I need to learn more about my product and how it can help every single body in every situation? Do I need to use more persuasive language so that I can gain influence and use my influence to get them to make a decision which is the right one for the company, which equals more closed sales? So that's the 4 processes that you got to think think through of where you're lacking. If you're missing sales, chances are it isn't because you're a bad salesman. It's probably because you don't shut the fuck up, right? That's just how most people are. They don't shut up, they don't listen, and they're like, man, I don't know why I keep blowing sales. Dude, I watched you talk yourself out of 20 sales in a row. Dude, they were all willing to buy until you told them not to.